So this is a presentation I give for 1.5 up to 3 hours to companies about cultural awareness and the 14 essential cultural differences between the West and Asia and Vietnam. So very quickly here, you see the 14 cultural differences. The first one that I just shared with you, the example of my presentation, saying that in Asia, we are relationship oriented. In the West, we are transactional. This is one of the 14 cultural differences. And that element, that example, that cultural value, that difference is one of the top 2 which are impacting you the most at work. Among the 14, there's 6 major ones impacting you. And among the 6 major ones, there's 2 very big ones with huge impact from what I see for the last 10 years. It's first, the fact that in the West, we are transactional. In Asia, we are relationship oriented. Huge gap. This is who you are, and this is where Asians are. That's a gap. So you need to go there if you want to be successful in Asia. Second biggest gap, we are egalitarian. We are flat managers. We empower people, right? And the boss is at the same level as the employee. In Asia, we are not egalitarian. We are reversed. We are opposite. We are hierarchical, right? The boss is at the top and all the way down is the staff. There's a power distance between that. This is the second biggest difference impacting us at work. Huge impact. I can see that in terms of leadership and also teamwork and work in general, working culture in general. So how much time do we have left? Let me check. So I still have like 5 minutes, correct? Right, Guy?
Like 10 minutes will be fine.
10 minutes?
Like
okay.
10 minutes will be fine.
So this is another tool I use also to create awareness. This is a simple interaction I use. So I asked 2 questions. So let me ask you these 2 questions. So you can answer whatever goes through your mind based on your experience, because you are all intercultural managers, right? Global managers. So it should be easy for you to answer that question.
Integration.
Integration, okay. Integration of what?
Relationships.
Relationships and many other things, right? Integration is a very large concept. Very good, yes.
Diversity.
Diversity, which can be challenging, yes, when we're interacting together. If you had to give only one word now, I direct a bit your thoughts. I go fast a bit, because we don't have much time. If you had to only give one concept, one word to answer that question, what would be that word or that concept?
Communication or miscommunication.
So communication is a huge part of the answer of that concept. It is a component which is really important for us, because this is a tool we use as leaders, right? Communication is a tool we use. So I would say, yes, intercultural communication is very important, very impactful, a big barrier, but larger than communication.
Leadership.
So one more time, leadership, yes, it's part of it. It's part of that big concept, is one element, very good. What else? I heard it.
Government.
Cultural differences.
Cultural differences. So when you say cultural differences, you say culture. You say culture. So that's the answer. So that's very interesting, because I'm talking to very high level people here in this room, right? I mean, you have years of experience as global managers, but you are still struggling with the answer. That's interesting. Like no one straight right away gave me that answer. But the problem, the biggest obstacle right now in what you're doing is culture. That's your biggest obstacle. So it's not me who said that. It's a quote from Mr. Edward T. Hall. You can see his picture here. He's an American anthropologist and also a great researcher and contributor to the intercultural field. You see, awareness is a key word here. Now I have a second question for you, because you are all also global manager. We are in the 21st century. Now, what would you think would be the most valuable skill for you in your situation right now? that will make a real big difference. I would say a condition to
Adaptability.
success.
I would
Adaptability.
say adaptability.
Very good answer. Adaptability to what? To a different culture. To different
Cultural
situations.
differences.
Cultural differences. Very good. So I make it short here. I could expand, of course, the discussion here. Let's go fast. It's a correct answer. I give you here the answer. The number one most valuable skill for the 21st century manager is the ability to successfully work across cultures. And it is an extract from an article published in the Harvard Business Review. And if you look at the surveys of global HRs, like global companies, they are giving that information. They say if this is one of the top 5 or top 10 skills for global managers right now, the ability to adapt to another culture, to be flexible, and to use the local culture to your advantage, to advance your business objectives. Because you do it a certain way and the locals are doing it a different way. If you want to deliver your objectives in that new environment, you need to understand the differences, the local ways, and adopt the local ways to deliver your result. Because we know that people are delivering, not you. Your people are delivering the results. So you need that skill right now. And that skill is, I'm going to write it in the chat box, is called cross-cultural skills. So you can read it in the chat box, cross-cultural skills, or we call that also cultural intelligence.